in which we go from extra special to just plain special. Doesn't that make you feel special? Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant, welcome back for more of Let's Play Mario Kart Super Circuit. Last time, we took on the Extra Special Cup, the last of the SNES courses. And today, we're going to be finishing things off with the Special Cup. And of course, the Special Cup you can't unlock until beating the other four. And that's true for all of the engine classes individually. But Lakeside Park, this one... You know, a lot of the... Every last one of the Special Cup courses are particularly memorable, and this one, for the lava rocks that come down, a little bit special. But once we complete our first lap, I think you'll notice a distinct difference. You got a star in first place, but yeah, those jumps over there to the left, I think you'll find those particularly frustrating when you hit one. Take a look at where we are on the minimap, and think about where you'll wind up if you hit one of those short jumps and go over the wall. It's the very opposite of a shortcut. You hit those jumps, you wind up further back on the course. It is incredibly difficult to make your way back if you happen to hit one of those jumps. Take it from somebody who's done it time and time again. Don't do it. But now that we've made our second lap, you can see that the volcanoes around here started erupting. Even though we were already getting hit from above by lava rocks before, I'm not entirely sure if that changed anything. I guess it made things look a little bit darker. But yeah, be very careful around those rocks. There's also a particularly funny shortcut you could do around there with a couple of other jumps. I'm not very familiar with it, I've never taken it before, and it's always been really risky for me to try it, so I've made a habit of avoiding it, and in the years since I've played this game, I've completely forgotten it. I want to say you could do an extra jump from over here to get somewhere, get a little bit further along. Like maybe you can take those to the short jumps on this side or something, I don't remember. But I've never successfully made that shortcut, so I've completely forgotten that it exists. And now I'm curious to look it up and see what it is. Oh well. Second up in the Special Cup is the Broken Pier, another version of the Ghost-like courses. And I don't know if we've seen one in the GBA exclusive tracks. We've seen plenty of the Ghost Valley ones. I actually think we've seen one Ghost track before. It was Boo something. Was it Boo Lake? I think it was Boo Lake. That was a while ago though. And I think there's two shortcuts over to my right that I skipped just because I'm terrible at them. And there are short jumps over here as well. There's one shortcut we could take along this bridge over here, which I usually go for. But most of the other shortcuts in this track I pass on. And we'll use the star just because we can. And it's a nice straightaway, and I don't have to worry too much about drifting, so I will use the star. And again, I tried to set the trap with the red shell, and again it failed. But you can see there are a couple of bridges that fade in and out. That's not as if they fade in and out of existence. They're always there, you can just only see them every couple of seconds. But those bridges are always there. So if you're worried about them disappearing on you when you go to take the shortcut, they'll still be there, don't worry about that. And we got another star with the Boo. I really like the Boo. I'm upset that they took it out of a lot of the later Mario Kart games. And I swear, every time I want to say Mario Kart, I think of saying Zelda. Like, I'm upset that they took it out of the Zelda games. It's like, why am I still on Zelda? And this is something I was afraid of just starting this up, considering I've already done Ocarina of Time, I've done Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and after all of those, I didn't get anything outside of them confused with Zelda. But after finishing Link to the Past, no, forget it. Everything is a Zelda game. Next up is the last of the Bowser Castle courses in the game, thank God. Bowser Castle 4. And I believe this is the longest course in the game. No, it's not Rainbow Road, surprisingly enough. You would think after Mario Kart 64 that had probably the longest course in Mario Kart history? I'm wondering whether or not Wario Coliseum qualifies for that. but I'm also unsure as to... I mean, when you think Mario Coliseum, you think it's so long it needs to have 2 laps instead of 3. But I still think Rainbow Road in Mario Kart 64 was longer. I don't think I'm wrong in saying that, because it always seemed like Rainbow Road would take 2 or 3 minutes to do. At least 2 or 3 minutes to do. I don't think 1 lap in Wario Coliseum took you that long. And thankfully falling off doesn't cost you your item. Or getting hit by anything. Even if I get hit by lightning, it doesn't make me forfeit my star. Which is a very nice feature that other games haven't necessarily done. They've always just taken your item away when you fall into something. So it's really nice to hang on to if you get a star or a boo or something in first place. Really convenient to hang on to one of those. But those guys will spin you out if you run into them. I've never really taken a good look at them. I think they're the Mecha Koopas from Mario World. But again, they're in such low resolution. Why did I say I was going to hold on to my star and then not? Can I... Well, I guess that's one way to avoid getting hit by the shell. I was hoping to run into it to say, yeah, the star can break the red shell, but no, you can also run off the side and it falls into the lava and it dies that way too. Just in case you wanted to know whether or not lava kills red shells, it does. So how about we drop this in a place we know Luigi's going to have to pass. I didn't mention, the other character I loved racing as when I was a kid was Luigi. And again, I can't really say why. I think I like Yoshi more as a character, but for some reason I enjoyed racing as Luigi more than I enjoyed racing as Yoshi. And I think Peach and Toad handle the exact same way. I just didn't like Peach very much, and I still don't. But sometimes I'll just hear, when racing, Luigi's voices. I know all of his sound effects for just about everything he does. Just like I do Toad's. But with that in mind, we arrive in the very last course of 40, Rainbow Road. And yes, the intro is an homage to the SNES version of Rainbow Road. You don't hear that at any other point in this song. I just wanted to stay quiet to show that off. But this Rainbow Road, besides looking really, really pretty, is not really my favorite Rainbow Road, and I hate doing this. I can never, ever get that right. But because I go so fast on those jumps, it almost makes up for the fact that I fall off. So I just about always take that one. But besides that and the fact that most of this course is lined by those jumps, there's not much else to it. If you're good enough at it, there are quite a few places that you can make legitimate shortcuts. I've never been good enough at this game to pull most of them off. And I'll show off the right path, although I take it very infrequently. The traditional way is to go around this turn, and then that takes you to the ramp. So I think I'll stick with that, or maybe I'll show off the long run with all the dash pads one more time just because I think it's cool. But Peach is relatively close to me, and I prefer not to lose the race if at all possible. Those stars falling down can actually hurt you, and those thunderclouds will actually shrink you if you get hit with the lightning. So be very careful to avoid them whenever possible. I may have to try that jump just to make sure I win this course, so who am I kidding? I'll be fine. Peach! Sweet! I honestly didn't expect that to work. But yeah, the faster you go into a jump, the longer distance you get. So if you're able to work your jumps perfectly, you can make this course look like a cakewalk. Besides the fact that I think it's one of the most visually pleasing of the Rainbow Roads in the series. I will admit, it's probably my least favorite. That said, that does it for the Special Cup. And for all 10 Grand Prix in Mario Kart Super Circuit. And with that, come the credits. Now, since I think I've already said pretty much everything I want to say about this game, I'll just leave the credits in with no commentary over them, with the warning that this credit sequence is incredibly long. Although we are watching Cheeseland, which is a really fun course to watch, so I may actually stick around from this as opposed to taking a bathroom break or something. But regardless, that was Mario Kart Super Circuit. It's a fun game that I played the hell out of when I was a kid, although it stood up against a lot of the later Mario Kart games that have come out since then. It's probably one of the worst ones of the series. Although it does have a special place in my heart, I do recognize that that's probably because I have my nostalgia gaggles. Nostalgia gaggles! I don't think it's going to get any worse than that. But this is UniversalGiant. If you want to sit around and watch Toad race Cheeseland 3 or 4 times, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed Super Circuit.